Hello, guys. Today we are going to start the first chapter of class 8th geography, that is resources. Before proceeding from the book, let us first understand the meaning of this word, that is the resources. What is the exact meaning of resources? Let us see over here. Here I tried to explain you the meaning of resources. As you can see that the word resource is the combination of two words, that is re plus source. Re means again and source means from where we get these things. Clear? Or you can say that to satisfy the human wants we need our resources. If we talk about the early man used to move from one place to another, no, in search of water, plants, fruits, and according to the climatic conditions they used to move. Why they were moving? Why they used to move? Because they want to satisfy their needs, they want to satisfy their wants. So all the things which we get from the nature to satisfy our needs and wants are known as our resources. And earlier these people were using the resources somehow in the exact form, that is, suppose in a forest से कोई fruits या vegetables मिले, they start eating the raw fruits and vegetables. But now when we get fruits and vegetables, we need some modifications. Here the word modification means changes. We used to do some modifications as well as some technological changes we just made. Like here you can see the paper. Clear? We just get the paper from our trees, you know very well. But exactly क्या हम trees पे ऐसे लिखना start कर देते हैं? No, we just because of some technological changes in the leaves, in the trees, we get the paper over here. So in this way, when we make some of the changes in natural resources, so that we can use these things, is totally termed as our resources, or they can able to satisfy our wants. Clear? Now here in the very first paragraph you can see that human beings struggle a lot, as well as they used to extract the material from the nature, and then they just process means they just convert that natural things into the particular product. And as time passed away, human beings made unbelievable progress because of some technological changes, and you can see that how these technological changes raise the standard of living. Now you can make a difference between the early mans who used to move from one place to another in search of shelter, in search of clothing, foods and all these things, but now you are just getting all these things by sitting at a single place, by living at a single place. So in this way, because of these technological changes, by using the knowledge of a common people, we just able to raise our standard of living as well. Now, what do you mean by resources? Now, resources we just define as a good and a specified feature of environment, because these resources help us to produce the things. We can able to produce the things from the resources. Why we produce these things? So that we can able to satisfy our needs. How we satisfy our needs? By using the products. When we start using the products which we get from the nature, then we can able to satisfy our needs. So you can say that the term resources basically refer from the natural substances which may occur in air, water or in the land. We are having some natural resources as well as some human resources. Natural resources includes raw material. We are having the raw material from in the nature, like fossil fuels we are getting, minerals we are getting, sunlight, wind, soil, vegetables, all these things we are getting from the nature, directly from the nature. So this is considered as our natural resources. And next, if we talk about the human resource, like we are going, like the students क्या होने वाले हैं? अभी you are just resource, you are just things over here, or you can say that you are human beings right now. So we are just converted. हम आपको education दे रहे हैं. You will get the education, proper trainings you will get, and after that you guys can able to become a resource, because you guys will have some skills कि आप किसी unproductive प्रोडक्ट से भी क्या कर सकते हो, यूजफुल प्रोडक्ट वहाँ पे बना सकते हो. ठीक है, सो दैट इन द फ्यूचर यू कैन एबल टू फुलफिल द नीड्स. सो इन ह्यूमन रिसोर्स इट इंक्लूड्स लेबर एंड एज वेल एज ह्यूमन स्किल्स, सो दैट द नेचुरल रिसोर्स become a resources when we will start using it, and it will satisfy our needs. So let us study about the natural resources. What are the exact natural resources we are having? Natural resources, it is mentioned that when we just convert the natural resource, who will convert? Our human actions. Human actions means some technology and knowledge. When we convert the natural resource into the useful products, is considered as a natural product. Like you can see that air, water, soil, forest, all these are the natural resources. Now if we talk about the example, if we take the example of a sunlight, ठीक है, सनलाइट का हमारे पास अब वी आर जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी वी कैन एबल टू मेक द यूज ऑफ सनलाइट. हाउ? बाय यूजिंग द सोलर पैनल्स, wind plants we can use that. ठीक है, so in this way we can able to use the natural resources by making some modification in that, so that the human beings can able to get the benefits. Now these natural resources are divided in the different parts on the basis of origin, on the basis of its use, on the basis of function. In your book a small chart is given over here. Here you can see that a small chart is given. Natural resources on the basis of development and use, on the basis of origin, on the basis of stock, and on the basis of a distribution. On the basis of development and use, we are having actual and potential resources, then biotic and abiotic, renewable, non-renewable, and then is ubiquitous and the localized resources. Let us discuss all these resources in detail. Now first, on the basis of development, level of development, and on the basis of use. Here we are having two kind of resources, actual resource and the potential resource. Actual resources कुछ नहीं याद रखना, सिर्फ इतना याद रखना. In these resources we know very well about the actual quantity, or you can say that some assumptions, estimated quantity we are having, that what quantity we are having of these resources. You can see that the coal deposits in Ruhr, Westphalia in Germany, Damodar Valley coalfields in the States. So from all these areas we can able to know that what are the actual quantity of a particular minerals or the resources we are having in the particular area. Clear? This is our actual resources, means exactly हमें पता है कौन सा resource हमें कहाँ से मिलेगा. Next we are having is our potential resource. Potential resource means we are not having any exact idea regarding all these products, because it may be unavailability of appropriate technology. Might be we are not having the proper technology right now, but in the coming future we can able to use these resources with the help of technological advancement. As if we talk about the tidal energy plants, in many countries we are not able to analyze that what will be the exact high ratio of the high tides over there, at till which level these high tides will be extend. So in this way, when we are not having a proper knowledge, but might be in future as we are having the technological advancement, so might be in the future we can able to use these resources. So potential resources means we cannot able to judge the exact quantity, or we cannot able to estimate the quantity of these resources because of some unavailability of proper technology. Next we are having is on the basis of origin. We are having on the basis of origin we are having two kind of resources, biotic and abiotic. Abiotic resources means all the non-living organisms. It may be your land, soil, rock, anything which we are having in the form of non-living thing is known as our abiotic resources. And if we talk about the biotic resources, all the living things which are going to fulfill our needs are known as our biotic resources. That is plants and animals we are having. Clear? So biotic means living organisms, abiotic means all the non-living organisms. So this was on the basis of origin. Next we are having on the basis of availability, that means कितना available होगा हमारे पास. On the basis of availability we are having the two kind of resources, renewable resource and non-renewable resource. Renewable means regenerate, recycle, here it is mentioned, or you can see that reuse. Those resources which we can use again and again, which we can use again and again, recycle the products, is known as our renewable resources. We are having the unlimited resources, and we are having some of the example like geothermal plants, we are having solar energy, wind energy. But sometime people start making the exploitation of all these resources, but we used to keep in the mind that at the end of some point these resources get exhaust, खत्म हो सकते हैं resources, or if it take a time to renew, it will take a large time to renew over there. Clear? So it is not like that if we are having the unlimited supply of these resources we can just start exploiting them. Here you can see that careless use of certain renewable resources will affect our environment or affect our stock, like water availability, soil, a forest. अगर हमने forest से trees cutting करनी start कर दी, so somehow the trees used to take some time to grow and to come in the exact position. So in this way we need to make a proper sustainable means we need to make a proper judgmental use of all these resources. Next we are having is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means all the resources which are exhaustible. Exhaustible means finite. That means कुछ limited numbers में हमारे पास हैं and it can be finished. Clear? Resources which we can use only once, after they can be replaced. उसके बाद ये खत्म हो सकते हैं. And you can say that these resources are exhaustible in nature. We are having the example of the fossil fuels. We cannot recycle these resources again and again. So for all these things we just make a proper judgmental use and we may have a sustainable development so that our future generation can also able to use these resources. Next we are having is resources on the basis of distribution. We are having two kind of resources, is ambiguous resources as well as the localized resources. Ambiguous resources means those resources which we found everywhere. Everywhere means on the earth we can find everywhere, like air. Air is present in our surroundings. Sunlight is present in our surroundings. So these resources which we can get anywhere in our surroundings. ठीक है. Next we are having is localized resources. Localized resources mean these resources we are having in the particular region. Like if we take an example of a black soil. Black soil हमें कहाँ मिलती है? Basically Maharashtra side. So in this way we are having the resources present in the particular area, not everywhere. Clear? So now let us come once again go through with these kind of resources. Natural resources we are having divided into four categories: level of development and use. Level of development and use we read about the actual resource, जिसका हमें पता है कितना quantity और कहाँ भी मिलेगा. And then we are having the potential resources. That means unavailability of technology. Because of the unavailability of technology we cannot able to use these resources right now. Origin, biotic and abiotic, living and non-living things. Then on the basis of stock, renewable and non-renewable. Renewable means which can be recycled and reused again and again. Non-renewable which we cannot be recycled. Distribution on the basis of distribution, ambiguous as well as localized. Ambiguous means we are having the exact everywhere we can get these resources everywhere, and the localized means at a particular location we can able to get these resources. Clear? Hopefully the meaning of resources, the meaning of natural resource and the types of natural resource is clear to you. Just go through with the chapter, go through with the topic. Till then, take care. Bye bye.